Hi, I'm Amy Stockberger with Amy Stockberger Real Estate. The numbers are in, and here is June 2021's real estate market update. While we've seen the first real slowdown right before Memorial Day in over a year, the market is still doing really well, and we'll likely see a record-breaking July closings reported. But interestingly enough, June ended with closed sales down 10% year over year. June saw pending sales in the Sioux Falls region up over 19%. The price range with the largest gain in sales was the $500,000 to the $600,000 with an increase of 100%. That's amazing. The price range that sold the quickest was the $200,000 to $250,000 at an average of 73 days. And the price range that tended to sell the slowest was the $900,000 to $1 million with an average of 174 days. Market-wide inventory levels were down about 44%, and the construction type that lost the least inventory was the previously owned market, where it decreased 40%. The amounts of 2.1 months supply for single-family and condos, townhomes, and twin homes has held pretty average. We did see the average sales price increase to about 15% at close to $295,000, and this has a lot of people wondering if they're overpaying in today's market. I personally feel with the growth pattern that we're seeing in our beautiful city, thanks to our talented leaders and the prime tax savings here, that the prices won't be going down anytime soon. So what is the cost of waiting out the market? We did have one of our HST, Home Support Team members, do some numbers for us at the request of our agents. So Ryan Spellerberg at First Premier put these calculations together to see what is the cost of waiting. So say a buyer waits until 2022 to buy a house, assuming that prices are going to go down by an average of $15,000 for a house, but then rates go up by 1% with inflation. If they would buy a $250,000 house and they would finance it at 2.75, the total cost of the loan is $416,800, which is an increase or a bigger payment of close to $28,000 if they would wait instead of buying right now while interest rates are a point different at 2.75. Do you want to sell your home to cash in on the historically high sales prices and enjoy that wildly low interest rate on your next purchase but can't find that next home? There are more options than ever in our market right now. I believe low inventory creates low inventory. The homeowners who have the homes we need on the market are not putting their homes on the market because they can't find their next match. What would happen if the sellers would put their homes on the market contingent upon them finding their next home? Inventory levels would rise organically, and we would help a lot of people make those matches. This could be a nice and easy, risk-free way for sellers to get the price they want and find that next home, giving us more inventory options for not only the homeowners who want to move up or down, but also all the people who are moving into our community. Well, everything is always negotiable in real estate, and funny side note, we just had a dog negotiated in the personal property of a transaction we just did. But the basic idea behind a home replacement contingency is that the seller puts their house on the market contingent upon the seller finding their replacement home with a specified time frame that both the seller and buyer have agreed to. Some buyers may be willing to give the sellers as much time as they want. Some may shorten it up down to a shorter time frame. Either way, if that replacement home isn't found, the seller does not have to move forward with the transaction, so it becomes risk-free and gives them an option to find that new house. Another option for sellers, if you expertly negotiate, is to sell the house to the homeowner, new buyer, at the desired price, and then lease it back from the buyer. This provides a win-win for both parties, and it can allow the homeowner to get the price they want, stay in the house for the time they want, and oftentimes that buyer is being really flexible right now because they know that it is a seller's market. Also, did you know that South Dakota Housing has made it even easier for first-time home buyers to get into that first-time home so they can start building wealth quicker and sooner? They have a new down payment assistance program coupled with a closing cost bundled in, and this allows buyers to get into houses for as little as $250,000. Parents, what an amazing time for your kids to buy their first home in a city that is growing by leaps and bounds, allowing for maximum appreciation and wealth building. We are actually counseling our 17-year-old and saving up right now so that he can buy his first house, an investment property, promptly after he graduates from high school so he can start that wealth building through real estate. I wish I had done that sooner and really feel very, very passionately in what our city has to offer for that, especially for our young people. For more details about the ways to sell and find your next home or get that kiddo out of your basement and find their next home, reach out, and I hope you enjoyed this market recap. Thanks.